Alright, in this video I want to go over navigating eBay and showing you the various parts of eBay that you can go into. So in the last video you saw me search a couple items. You can search whatever you'd like on eBay. You can search for a white hat, for example, and it'll show you a bunch of these listings. You can also sort over here on the left, and you can also shop by different categories if you'd like to look around there. I believe that the search and looking for items is pretty self-explanatory on eBay. It's very intuitive. There's brands and whatnot over here. Clicking on the items, you can see all the information. If you scroll down, you'll also see the detailed information below from the seller, and you'll also see some ads here. If you click on this tab, you can also view their shipping and payments, so their delivery estimates, their return policy, and the type of payment details that they'll accept. Now, beyond just browsing for items, eBay also has your account settings. So on the very left, if you click account settings, it'll bring you to your account settings page. From here you can link your PayPal account, see your feedback at the bottom. You can also update any information you need to update your addresses, your communication preferences. This is things like a mail and whatnot. This is not used very frequently. Site preferences, this is used a lot if you're a seller. So payments, shipping preferences, logos, brands, buyer requirements. You can also manage communications. Here you can actually block buyers and things like this. Let's go back. You have your seller dashboard. This is when you're a seller. This will actually show you some statistics, and I'll go more in depth when we go into the selling aspect of that. You can go into your feedback. So here you can manage your feedback. You can request feedback revision. If someone leaves you negative feedback, you can actually request to get positive feedback. You've got your PayPal account information. So because eBay is simply like a Craigslist or a Kijiji on the internet, it's just a marketplace. They don't actually handle any of the money. All the financial parts of eBay, such as when you get paid or if you want to make payments, are done through PayPal. And here we have also your seller account, which shows you any money that you owe eBay. eBay takes a percentage of every sale on their store. That's how they make money. So when you sell an item, they take, it's anywhere between 5 to 9.45, but I just like to use 10% as a simple way to calculate it. So 10% of your whatever sells, you pay eBay as a fee. You can also get your subscriptions here for eBay stores. Now, various eBay stores have different benefits. So when you hit a certain amount of listings, it's actually beneficial for you to upgrade to these stores, and I'll go into that in detail when we get into the selling part of the video series. And you also have your resolution center. This is where, as a seller or even as a buyer, if you have a problem with an item, then these will be posted in the resolution center. Now you may be noticing that I'm on eBay.ca. However, eBay.com is exactly the same, and it doesn't matter which site you sign up on. You can use both sites with the same account. So you can see now I'm on eBay.com with the exact same account, and I have everything that is exactly the same as eBay.ca. Even everything is the same. Now on the right side here on my eBay, you also have various things to keep track of what you've bought, your items that you're watching, and items you're selling as well. So in your My eBay summary, you have counter offers, which is offers that if you sent, people will send you back. And this is for buying. So the summary, this actually is mostly for buying when you're buying stuff on eBay. So you got your best offers, you got your watch list, what you're watching, and you also have down below your purchase history, which is all the items that you've purchased. Now you can see that again, it says that we should leave feedback. So if you click leave feedback here, you can leave feedback for this person. This was actually great, so I'm just going to leave them positive feedback. Whoops, we don't want to go to Seller Hub. We were just at My eBay at the summary. So that is that here. You can also click on the left, recently viewed, purchase history, saved searches, and you can also go to saved sellers if you're saving any sellers and you want to go back and buy some more stuff from them. Now this is on the buying end of eBay, okay? So all of this stuff in the first half, summary, recently, bids, watch, purchase, save, and save sellers. These are mostly for buying stuff. Now, if you go to My eBay and go to selling, this will actually open up your seller hub. If you don't have seller hub, just type in /sh for seller hub at the end, and that'll bring you straight to your seller hub. Now, because this is a newer account, some information is not available that would be on accounts that are already selling, but this is a good place to start for this would be a good place to start because like not all the information is on here, and it'll make it easier for you to remember. So you have tasks on the left, you have orders, you have the listings you have right now, you have your feedback, shortcuts to specific links on eBay, selling tools, promotional offers that eBay can give you. So for example, right now they're giving you 50 items for free. I forgot to mention that as well. eBay not only takes a 10% fee, but every time you list an item, it's 30 cents to list an item. And it also shows you like performance, how well you're doing on eBay. You can also edit this by going to customize on the right, and you can get rid of stuff or add stuff, and you can also rearrange it. eBay has done a really good job of updating their seller hub as of late, and they're really working hard to compete with other markets such as Amazon, Walmart, and all these online sellers. So they're working really hard to just make eBay better and better, and it's as the year rolls around, we're going to see more and more improvements, and I'm actually super excited for all the cool stuff that eBay is going to be doing over the next couple of months. Now on the seller hub, you also have your orders. So these are orders that customers will have made from you. You can also sort these by all orders, awaiting payment, paid and shipped, and paid awaiting your feedback, and shipped awaiting your feedback. Most of the time you're just going to be using all orders and awaiting shipment. Those are the two main ones that you're going to be looking at. How it works is that once you purchase an item on eBay, I believe typically you have 2 days to pay for it. Most people will just pay right away. However, some people, they might need to get their money into their PayPal account to pay you for the item. So it may take a couple days for them to actually pay for the item. So that will show up in awaiting payment. Now, awaiting shipment means that the buyer has paid and you have to ship it out to them. So that's what awaiting shipment is. Paid and shipped means that the buyer has paid and you have shipped the item to them. You also have your cancellations here. If a buyer requests to cancel an order, they'll post it here. You also have your returns. If you have a return policy, then the buyer can return an item on the returns. You have cases, which are if a buyer has an issue with the item, then it'll show up here in the cases. And you also have shipping labels. You can actually order labels from eBay and print them out and send it to the customers using eBay shipping labels. However, if you're drop shipping, then this is not a section you're ever going to be going into. Now on the listings tab, here we have actually all the listings that you currently have on your eBay store. So for example, on this account, this is a brand new account. I'm just selling some shoes that I'm never going to wear. So I've listed them here for $200. And as you can see on my listing, I just kept it super simple. I filled out the title, and there's a really quick description of the item. You can check my shipping and payment. So I'm charging $20. There's no returns on this one because I don't want to get a return on it. I just want them to keep the shoes. And that's pretty much it for the listing part. Now if we go to and on the left here, you can also sort it by different categories like unsold. Drafts are if you are creating a listing but you couldn't finish it, you can save it as a draft. You can schedule listings too. So for example, if I want to actually make this listing today, but I actually want to start the auction in like at the 1st of May, then I could schedule it for that time as well. You also have listing templates here. These are templates pre-built by you so that you can easily use that template over and over again for different items. And you also have business policies. Business policies are an easy way to set up your payments, your shipping, and your returns. We'll get more into that as we go through the series. And that is the listings page. So now let's go into marketing. Marketing is really cool. This is a a newer feature that eBay has implemented. You have branding, so you can create a store. Now this will cost money to create. You gotta pay monthly for a subscription for this. So it's asking you for a subscription. So we'll just get out of there. You have promotions, which is really cool. Promotions is, oh, so you need to have the store. So I'll go more into this when we get to the actual selling part. These are just ways for you to improve your visibility on eBay. It's like pay-per-click advertising, if you're familiar with that. And the performance tab, which is awesome tab too. This shows you everything that's happening, like your seller level, your sales, your selling costs, your traffic and impressions. We'll actually look at a live eBay store after this so that you can get a sense of what would this look like on a real store. And you also have growth. In growth, you have again, nothing is here, but they'll give you some advice. eBay will give you advice and pretty much just give you some tips. I think it's all automated from the data they pull, and you can look at what improvements that they suggest to your store. Now, oh, and also eBay has been around for quite some time now. It's been around since 1995, and you know, people are saying that they're not doing as well. Amazon's killing it. It's true, Amazon is killing it. However, due to the nature of the internet, it's still, internet itself is not even 100 years old. Okay, so the internet is brand spanking new. It's less than 20 years old, really. For mass adoption, it's quite less than 30 years old. And so eBay is still a growing marketplace, and they're doing more things to compete. So it's a really solid marketplace for you to start selling on. I think it's super underrated nowadays. Like people think eBay's like kind of like outdated or whatnot. However, with the new updates and everything they're doing, they're aggressively marketing. I think there's big potential on eBay the next coming couple years. The next really important thing you want to know about on eBay is the messaging system. So on the messaging system, what happens here is that pretty much you can read your messages, and you can also send messages. You can't actually send messages through here, but all the messages that you've sent will appear on the Sent Messages tab. It's pretty straightforward. You can just go to all your messages. It sorts it from messages from members. So this person has a question. Let's open it up. Hi, do you have a buy now price shipped to Calgary? Thanks. I'm just gonna reply. I'll sell it for $4.50. So here, if I send a reply, I can hit send a message, and that'll send a message to the buyer. Messaging, I think, is pretty self-explanatory. You can also add folders and organize your messages through folders. You can also go to change settings and change how, like, basically mess around with what messages show up first, show these columns. Email signature, out of office response. If you're gone, you can write, hey, I will return X days. And auto archive, so you automatically move messages from your inbox to your archive when they're getting a lot older. That's it for navigating eBay. Oh, last thing actually, on the bottom here, if you ever need to contact eBay, you can go down to help and contact. It's now also at the top, help and contact. And you can just hit contact us, and you can phone them. In the UK, you can actually do live chat. In Canada and the States, you can't. But if you just click on these items, then it'll give you the option to call them. Or you can have them call you. That's it for navigating eBay. Hope this video was straightforward, and now you have a better idea of how to navigate it. In the next video, we'll talk about, which is equally as important, which is PayPal, which is eBay's, basically it's like their bank in a way. So in the next video, we'll go into PayPal and discuss more depth into PayPal.